So the SAFTAs continue to honour the outstanding quality, talent and excellence within South Africa's dynamic film and television industry under the custodianship of the NFVF this year. 347 entries were received, showcasing the rich diversity and creativity of local talent. The judging process, which began in June 2024, concluded in August, that is last month. So Chedza Pictures, which is behind shows like The River and The Outlaws, is leading the SAFTA nominations with 29 nods. The late Paul Sibeng has received 2 nominations for Best Supporting Actor in a Telenovela as well as Best Supporting Actor in a Comedy. This morning we are joined by Nomsa Philiso, who's the CEO of General Entertainment at MultiChoice, to tell us more about these awards. Nomsa, very good morning to you. Thank you so much for making time for us. I'm sure this morning when you woke up, you were all smiles, yeah? Looking at all of these nominations, geez, have we done so well? Yeah, tell us about the nominations and what this means for MultiChoice.
We are very happy with our performance, and you know, we've had a good year. We've had a good year, so it is good to see, you know, the affirmation from the nominations to say that, you know, people are seeing what we do. So we're very excited, and yeah, as of yesterday, I was 173 and still counting. So.
And still counting.
Yes.
Then there is the partnership. How did this partnership come about? Explain that for us, because I also understand that once the awards are flighted, there will be a simulcast. Just explain to us how this is going to happen.
Yes, so we've had a very long-standing relationship with NFVF because we partner with them to ensure that we do the production. But because this is such an important imperative, we ensure that it's also simulcast with the public broadcaster so that it can have, you know, enough reach and access. So yeah, we're responsible as the broadcast partner, but also as the production partner.
Yeah. But what does it mean to have such a decision being taken, to have this simulcast? Sure, you would have an audience who rely mostly on the public broadcast having access to celebrating some of their icons who would receive these awards. But what does it tell us about the industry itself?
I think what it does tell you is that we're trying as far as possible to be inclusive. We're trying to make sure that the people are recognized and celebrated by as far wide as possible. So from that perspective, it is important to then partner from that perspective to say it's a celebration of the craft that people have been watching throughout the year and the people that they love and celebrate, and they want to see them and be part of the conversation.
Yeah. And the variety as well, so fascinating. And I see that there's an introduction of 5 new categories, yes, including original song, telenovela, original song, TV drama, original song, feature film, best achievement, visual effects, and also best achievement, special effects in hair as well as makeup.
Yeah, so I think it just shows how far we've come as an industry, right? So, and I have to speak about myself here because if you just look at the incredible work that was done on Shaka in terms of makeup and all of the VFX, you know, you have to acknowledge how far we have come. So I'm very happy that there's additional categories, but also in terms of the music, you know, because we want people to compose new songs. We want people to actually, you don't just want to apply any other song to a show, you know, so it's incredible that we are now honoring those people as well.
Yeah, the original scores, because sometimes we tend to forget that I'm sure you're going to have the actor that you're going to see on screen, but there are people that are working in the background, putting yes, all of this together, yes, including, for instance, the melody that you listen to. There are debates, fierce debates sometimes around which score do we go with.
Very, very much so. I mean, some of the stuff, we always say in the rooms to say, actually, the score is another character, you know, because it's part of, because it actually just helps you to determine what emotion you are going to feel, you know, so it's a very, very specialized craft.
A very specialized craft. Are you able to tell us which ones are your favorite?
All of them. Have to be politically correct. All of them, because honestly, it's about celebrating their talent, and you know that our industry isn't that big, right? So we work across, the different programs. So, you know, especially the people behind the scenes. So a win is a win for all of us.
Yeah,
you know?
and I want to let me bring some context to why I'm also asking that particular question, because a lot has also changed. You've also been with the SABC at some point, but a lot has changed in how we consume, for instance, television and consume content, but the type of content and how that content is also being told, the language that is being used.
Yeah. Look, I think for us, it's always, what is the next big thing that we can do? How can we do things better? You know, so, I mean, people say that, you know, it's such a proud moment that, you know, Shaka Zulu was done in Zulu, but it was a non-negotiable for us because we needed to be sure that we're doing it in the language that we are happy with and also to preserve the language. And you can see how we are moving across, even with Queen Mujaji. I mean, it's spoken by 2% of the population, but it was the right program to do, you know, so we had to do that. So it's important. And also, because as MultiChoice, we now have got Showmax as well, we've got DStv Stream, you know, we can see that people are, you know, they just want access. They just want to be able to watch when they want to watch and how they want to watch.
And animation.
Yes, I'm very,
what a breakthrough
happy.
industry.
Yes, yes. I'm very happy because we are lagging behind in animation as an industry. We're not doing as well as we should be. So I'm very glad that we're starting to move the needle. I mean, we've had like 2 properties last year of animation. We should be having much more. But yeah, this is a good sign.
Yeah. What do you think the future holds for the film and TV industry in South Africa, but also looking at the entire continent, because MultiChoice is not only broadcasting in South Africa, we are on the continent?
Look, we can only grow from strength to strength. You know, I was at MIP on Monday and I was explaining to say so many people are coming in to us as saying, can we partner? You know, people are interested in our stories. So there's a renewed perspective as opposed to just I'm going to go to South Africa and produce a show there. So people are hearing us, people are listening to us, people love our stories. So we can only grow from strength to strength. We can only grow from strength to strength. And maybe there are some ideas that our audience would love to share with MultiChoice. Do you have a box, a suggestion box somewhere where audiences who are engaging on the content and how they engage in the content can share with the platform and say, hey, have you guys considered this, for instance? And also looking at how the advancements around technology, AI, for instance, as well. We haven't gotten to a point where, with Americas, for instance, there's a major complaint amongst the actors where their voices are being used through AI. Look, suggestion box from that perspective, not to that extent, right? But we do have a platform where people can submit their ideas, but it's mainly then the producers, you know, that actually want to have ideas. But I think it's a good call out for us to say, you know, how are we opening ourselves up to listening to the communities and audiences and what they want. And in terms of AI, I mean, we're dabbling in it, but I do think that there's still a lot of, I'm the traditionalist that says that there's still a lot that needs to be done by the person that needs to do it. So a script still needs to be written by a writer, you know. So it's not as simple as, you know, you're just going to apply AI, because it's also, for us, the big thing is authenticity, you know. So I don't know how authentic you become by just using other people's voices, you know. So still staying with public participation when it comes to voting. That element also very important. Yeah, because the viewer's choice. Yes, because that actually sets the tone in terms of what do people want, you know. So can we sit behind the scenes and we can judge, we can do whatever, but those are the most important, because then that's, you know, that's a true reflection of what people want. Yeah, incredible story. So voting codes will be available on all SAFTA social media platforms and the NFVF website from the 9th of September, with voting closing on the 21st of October. And of course, the broadcasting details will be released a bit later on. So congratulations to everyone who has been nominated. Just quickly want to go through some of the nominations here. A Bomb Shelter Film Company received 20 nominations, 17 of which were for Shaga Ilembe, including Best Actress in a TV Drama for Nomsa Mombata. She was brilliant. Best Supporting Actor in a Drama, Wiseman Mngube, as well as Senzo Guhle Makhatebe. Cheta Pictures, as we have indicated, they are leading in terms of nominations. They have 11 nominations for Outlaws and 11 nominations for The River. The Empire has received 3 nominations.
and that is just but to name a few. Idea Candy also achieved an impressive 12 nominations across the documentary, reality TV and short film categories for productions such as Rosemary's Hit List and A Convict Comment. People love that.
Oh, yeah, it's just...
Rosemary's Hit List.
We're doing so well with documentaries,
yeah.
and we're just responding to the need, actually, because people just love our documentaries, and we're very happy with those nominations.
We have brilliant storytellers at that as well. Thank you so much for making time for us. Nomsa Philiso is the CEO for General Entertainment at MultiChoice Group.